Ms. Holmes, you've got Caden Jones, 2 cases.
Do we have an agreement?
Hang on, let's get her. Good morning. Are you Caden Jones? And this is cause number 24, DCCR 2155 and 2156. Ms. Jones is charged with assault on a peace officer and obstruction or retaliation. And what is the announcement?
Your Honor, we do have an agreement for the obstruction retaliation will be reduced.
Hold on a second. Hold it down. Sir. Go ahead.
The obstruction retaliation will be reduced to a terroristic threat, misdemeanor,
Okay.
and with a dismissal in the assault.
Okay.
And so if we could get some time to get it refiled, it's my understanding it'll be refiled to the 18th, and she will.
Okay, so it needs a refile, not just a lesser. It's
yes,
different.
Judge, I think it'll be cleaner that way, and it will still involve language involved in the public service on that terrorism.
Okay. All right. So I'll just do a normal reset.
Okay.
So that should give y'all plenty of time to get it taken care of and not have to come back here. But if anything does happen and that doesn't get taken care of, you'll need to come back here on that court date, okay?
If she'll just come upstairs and provide verification of that next Thursday when she does enter that plea off of this.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Holmes.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you've got Mykesha Victoria.
Yes, sir. She's outside. Oh, she's right.
Mr. Smith on Mykesha Victoria. Good morning. Are you Mykesha Victoria? And this is 24 DCCR 2331. Ms. Victoria is charged with tampering or fabricating physical evidence. And what is the announcement?
Yes, Your Honor. I did have an appointment scheduled with Ms. Victoria, but she missed it. She was not able to get off of work, so I have not met with her.
Okay.
I also realized that I was appointed to represent both her and a co-defendant, so
Okay.
I guess I may need them to sign those waivers. I was appointed to her and Nakia Brandon.
Have you had have you visited with Ms. Brandon?
Mr. Brandon.
Mr.
Yes.
Brandon, you've already visited with him?
Yes, I've visited with him.
Okay, so why don't I do this just to make it clean?
Okay.
Is I'm going to remove you from Ms. Victoria's case, leave you on Mr. Brandon's case.
Okay.
Ms. Victoria will appoint someone else this morning. If you'll just have a seat here in the courtroom, the clerk will call you up and let you know who your new attorney is, okay? All right.
No, it's
Well, there's two. There's Nakia Brandon and Almie Miles.
Almeda is in custody. She's already pled.
She pled July 20th.
We don't. It doesn't matter. We need to know who the attorneys are and what's just what the names are. It doesn't show up for some reason anymore when there are co-defendants. So that's okay. Y'all take if y'all will help Kelly, please.
I know I didn't represent her. I'm gonna hold up, point the same.
Right. Monique Wynn, Ms. Holmes. Good morning. Are you Monique Wynn? And this is 24 DCCR 1298. Ms. Wynn is charged with theft of property. And what is the announcement?
So, Your Honor, we were advised, Ms. Wynn, there were thefts that spanned over several counties in which she has been given time in certain ones, probation in certain counties. And so I talked with Mr. Coleman in regards to the time that she has served about getting her credit. She was in custody for a year. And she was recently released in May. So we want to get proof of that credit so that we can give her credit for the time on this case.
Okay, so I'll just do a normal reset. Ms. Wynn, make sure you stay in touch with Ms. Holmes, and then we'll see if we can get your case taken care of at the next court date. Okay, thank you. You're free to go. Mr. Galmore on Charles Newman. Good morning. Are you Charles Newman? And Mr. Gilmore, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment? Mr. Newman, in cause number 25, DCCR 0545, you're charged with a second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and that's from November 22nd of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Mr. Galmore? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 10-year deferred probation. There would be a $1,000 fine. You would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. And it looks like there's a co-defendant's case that would get dismissed based on this plea, correct? Also, do you understand, sir, that if you're not a U.S. citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1. It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Newman's not competent? All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. You need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom today, and she's sitting at that desk right there. Okay? We'll see you back at sentencing. Yes, Mr. Gilmore, you have your discovery.
I need it. Miss Victoria?
I have 2 announcements whenever the court.
Yeah. Once you make sure you get him to sign that real quick before he leaves the courtroom. And then I'll call your
Sign right here. Tomorrow, call.
Somebody. It's outside. Do you have Dustin's name for me to sign? Kelton Hebert, Mr. Gilmore. And you need to get the DA to sign that one before, and then give it back. All right, sir, you Kelton Hebert? And this is 24 DCCR 1498. Mr. Hebert is charged with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And what is the announcement?
Judge, we need one more announcement date. There are some videos. There was a conversation that we located on a video, but haven't listened to it yet. And there may be another video coming from the police. But regardless, I think we can have this resolved next time.
State's not opposed to a recent judge. There was some discussions about what, if anything, was on a video, and also discussion about if there is another video that exists. Judge, state's not opposed to it.
Okay, I'll just do a normal reset so y'all can get that figured out. Mr. Hebert, stay in touch with Mr. Galmore so that once he gets everything, you guys can go over it and see if we can get an announcement that next court date. Okay, free to go. Mr. Crenshaw, you've got Christopher Street.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Are you Christopher Street? And this is 24 DCCR 2058. Mr. Street is charged with theft of property. And what is the announcement?
Judge, we got a revised offer this morning, and if we could just have one more standard reset, my client needs to come up with a restitution upfront in full, and that is his intent to do that. And I think we can get this resolved at the next setting.
All right, so this will be the final reset. Looks like you were hired back in January, so this will be it. If you get the restitution, great. It'll take care of however y'all, whatever. If not, there needs to be something else that you guys are discussing just in case, okay? We'll see you at the next court date.
Thank you.
And then Guillermo Galvin, Mr. Crenshaw. Good morning. You're Guillermo Galvin. And this is 24 DCCR 2321. Mr. Galvin is charged with driving while intoxicated, third or more. And what is the announcement?
Judge, this is going to be refiled as a misdemeanor, and a couple of weeks to get that refile done and the police set in the misdemeanor court. And once that's done, I'll send the paperwork to Ms. Molfino, and she'll submit a dismissal.
All right, so what I'll do a normal reset. That gives y'all hopefully plenty of time to get that taken care of. If everything works out, you don't have to come back to this court. If for some reason it doesn't happen before the next court date, then we'll just need to come back here and get an update.
Judge, he's provided over the pendency of this case quite a bit of documentation with respect to his attending rehab, having a handheld that he uses 3 times a day, I believe, kind of around his work schedule. I think Johnny's or whomever in error sent another of Mr. Crenshaw's clients with a last name similar to me to confirm all of the negatives on that. So if I could just get that documentation corrected, we'll take care of it and have it answered.
Okay.
And I did send the correct documentation to her this morning.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. All right. Well, we may see you back in 30 days, but hopefully not.
But Judge,
Okay.
just to be on the safe side, can we still admonish him that with respect to having that handheld, continuing it until the plea?
Yeah, you're still under all the same bond conditions. So make sure you continue to do everything you're supposed to. And then once you take care of that case, you'll have certain conditions of any probation. You'll be required to follow those too.
And at that point, we'll determine whether interlock or continue with that handheld
Sure.
would be best.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Kimler, we lost Mr. Kimler and Ms. Holmes. Oh, she's done, huh? Oh, no, we've got a drug test on hers. And then we've got Mr. Gertz and Mr. Kimler.
Watching real court proceedings offers a rare, unfiltered look inside the justice system. From probation reviews to plea negotiations, nothing is ever simple. If you want to follow real cases and understand how these decisions are made, hit subscribe and stay with the channel.
24 DCCR 0518.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. You're Desiree Kirks. And Ms. Kirks, in cause number 24 DCCR 0518, you're charged with the third-degree felony offense of deadly conduct, discharging a firearm from February 9th of 2024. And what that means is if you go to trial and you're found guilty, the range of punishment would be between 2 years and up to 10 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have here on the tablet a plea bargain rejection that has your signature on it with Mr. Kimler's that shows that the district attorney's office has made an offer if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty for a 10-year deferred probation, a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow any and all rules of probation. Do you understand what the offer is?
Yes, ma'am.
You have every right to reject that offer and have your case set for trial. I want to make sure you understand what the possible consequences are if you're found guilty and what your possibilities are or options are if you go to trial. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you want to reject that offer and have your case set for trial? All right, and Mr. Nichols, is there any reason to believe that that offer would change or any information you don't have?
I don't see anything at this point, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Kirks, I want to make sure you understand that after today, I will not accept this plea agreement. So if you change your mind later, you could enter a plea of guilty, but it would be to something different or just open to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and so we will get it set on the trial docket. Mr. Kimler will begin preparation for trial. All right, you're free to go. And then on Ryan Hodge, Mr. Kimler. Good morning. Are you Ryan Hodge? And Mr. Hodge is charged in cause number 24, DCCR 1167, with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And Mr. Kimler, what is the announcement?
Your Honor, the state has suggested that perhaps I sit down with Mr. Hodge. He's from out of state. He lives in Oklahoma, and look at the video from this, so he can be perhaps better aware of the circumstances of the case.
I would think that would be important.
He's not prepared to enter a plea.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset the case just one time. Mr. Hodge, while you're in town, get with Mr. Kimler. Y'all figure it out. I want you to take a look at that video between now and the next court date so we can get an announcement at the next court date. Okay.
She had I'm sorry to interrupt. He had been on quite a few jail dockets, and now that he's out on bond, he has Mr. Kimler. I did suggest that them watching the video together before the next announcement would be very beneficial. I do have a concern with his out-of-state residency, not necessarily that he remained here, but he has some felony priors in Oklahoma, Judge, and I don't know if the court might think it advisable to have him put on the GPS so that we know where.
No.
You're already on a GPS? Okay.
For my bond.
Okay. Make sure you follow all of the conditions of your bond, whether it's court conditions or conditions with your bonding company. Okay. And again, make sure you get with Mr. Kimler. I want y'all to watch that video before that next court date. Okay. All right. You're free to go. And so it's just Mr. Gertz now and waiting on.
Let's walk through today's cases. One by one. Gregory Sinclair appeared on charges of injury to a child, elderly person, or disabled individual. His case was reset to allow for a full review of the evidence, and he was instructed to remain in close contact with his attorney. Caden Jones faced charges of assault on a peace officer and obstruction or retaliation. The obstruction charge was reduced to a misdemeanor terroristic threat. The assault charge was dismissed, and the case will be refiled with public service conditions. Maya Victorio, charged with tampering with or fabricating physical evidence, missed her scheduled meeting with her attorney. A new attorney was appointed, and she was ordered to follow all instructions ahead of her next court date. Monique, when facing theft charges across multiple counties, is having her probation credit reviewed to ensure time served in other counties is properly applied. Charles Newman pleaded guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a second-degree felony. He waived his right to appeal and is now awaiting a pre-sentence investigation before sentencing. Kelton H. appeared on a charge of evading arrest using a vehicle. His case was reset so police video evidence could be reviewed, and he was directed to work closely with his attorney. Christopher Street, charged with theft of property, plans to provide full restitution at his next court date in an effort to resolve the case. Demo Galvin's third offense of driving while intoxicated was as a misdemeanor. He remains out on bond, continues to follow all conditions, and is being monitored through required devices. Desire Crooks, charged with deadly conduct involving a firearm, rejected the plea offer and will proceed to trial. She acknowledged that she understands the potential sentence if convicted. Ryan Hodge faced a charge of evading arrest using a vehicle. He will review video evidence with his attorney prior to the next hearing. This courtroom session highlights how the justice system operates in real time. Judge Raquel West works to ensure every defendant follows the law while balancing fairness and accountability. Each decision made in this courtroom carries real consequences for the people involved. If you enjoyed this detailed case breakdown and want more real courtroom coverage, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. More cases and full commentary are coming soon. Don't miss it.